been dating in Los Angeles for over a decade, and it is bleak. For those of you who haven't dated in a while, let me just set the scene for you. I am a 51-year-old cis straight woman going on dates with cis straight men who are roughly between the ages of 47 to 59. I've dated all kinds of men. Tall men, short men, black men, white men, Latino men, East Asian, South Asian, dad bod, ripped bod, big dicks, little dicks, circumcised, uncircumcised, Ivy League, trade school, one drug dealer. Nice guys, jerks, architects, lawyers, teachers, lawyers, more lawyers, lots of lawyers. Lots of lawyers are single. Shocking, I know. Last year I went on a date with an AFOL, and you wanna know what that is? AFOL stands for Adult Fan of Lego. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I like Lego, but it is not in my Bumble profile. And I can be a little bit picky. I do have a list of non-negotiables. It's not really long, though. Like, no addicts, must be fully divorced, no super little kids, not really religious. If you stormed the Capitol and thought it was cool, please just swipe left. Not interested. Thank you very much. I also just like men who wear those shoes that look like feet, but look. I'm in my 50s. I get it. Like, we're not supermodels. We're not perfect. There have to be some concessions for these men. I understand. A guy on one of the dating apps liked me, and after scrolling through his profile, I was like, not my physical type. But then I thought, Amy, look, you have a lot in common with this guy. Maybe you should give him a chance. So you know what? I did. I swiped right, and the messaging began. Now, for storytelling purposes, let's call him Ritz, which is like a weird name, not his real name, but his name was actually Graham, and Graham makes me think of crackers, and when I think crackers, I think Ritz. So, Ritz and I text for a couple of days, and we decide to meet up for lunch, and we have a lovely date. Ritz is a really nice person, but I know. Like, you know within the first couple minutes of meeting someone in an encounter in person, whether or not you can imagine them, like, coming at you. And I just couldn't. Like, the physical chemistry wasn't there. So Ritz was a one-and-done date. We went our separate ways, and that was that. The next day, I'm very busy. I'm running a bunch of errands, and one of my best friends, Dawn, texts me and says, hey, Amy, how was your date last night? And I quickly text her back, he was nice, but I'm not going to see him again. He was ugly. And I sent the text, and as soon as it switched off into the world, I realized I didn't send it to Dawn. I sent it to Ritz. Yeah, fuck! Ah, shit! Fuck me! Oh, shit! Yeah, so in the parking lot, in my car from Joanne Fabric and Crafts, I furiously Google, can you unsend a text on an iPhone? And 2 years ago, you could not. So I did the only rational thing possible. I blocked Ritz. When I was around 7 years old, there was an older white girl on my school bus who used to bully me. She used to call me chink a lot. She even called me the N-word. Every day on the bus. Hey, you're a fucking chink. You're gonna cry, little chink. Over and over, day after day. Not surprisingly, around that same age, I myself became a bit of a playground bully. And I beat up 2 kids at my school who were smaller than me. People aren't born mean. They learn mean. And it's still hard for me to even think about what I did to those kids, even now, like over 40 years later. Growing up as a Korean adoptee in suburban Minnesota, mostly predominantly white communities, I know what it feels like to be told you're ugly. And I know that being on the receiving end of that can last a lifetime of memory. Did you know when you unblock someone on your phone, all the messages that they sent you during the blockage magically appear? With my heart pounding and my stomach in a knot, I unblock Ritz, and 2 words appear. It just said, ugly? Wow. I felt like shit. I can't describe to you how low I felt. I apologized to Ritz. I texted, I'm sorry. Clearly that wasn't meant for your eyes, but that doesn't mean it was okay. It was a careless and lazy choice of words. I feel horrible. I won't ever do it again. Please know that I am human. I made a mistake, and I am truly sorry. Ritz didn't respond. Yeah. I thought he might lash out at me, but he didn't. And that's okay. But in not responding, he also didn't forgive me. And again, it's okay, because after all, I'm still learning to forgive myself. Thanks very much.